what Lime is doing throughout the Caribbean, we are reorganizing Lime, and we are more or less having organizations, one organization in the Caribbean. So quite naturally, there'll be some employees whose jobs are duplicated, and so that is the process. We want whatever happens throughout the Caribbean, we want it to happen in all of the Caribbean islands. And so as a result, I mean, this meant that some jobs would be lost.
The telecommunications company was set to lay off 1,200 workers throughout the Caribbean region beginning January of 2009 and was said to affect 13 different countries, and Lime, Turks and Caicos was no exception. Now, just 4 months into the process that's said to be conducted periodically until September of 2009, the downscaling of the Turks and Caicos branch due to its small labor force is already over. Chief Executive Officer Drexel Seymour said that when the regional layoff made headlines, he was hurled with inquiries from employees wondering whether their jobs were on the chopping block.
Basically, it was a challenge. I mean, I basically dealt with on a one-by-one case. Basically, if staff didn't get what we did actually, most of our jobs were aligned. So every staff member got a job letter saying their jobs were aligned. Those that didn't get a letter that's not aligned, they were informed prior to anyone getting letters. So it was on a case-by-case basis, and quite frankly, we didn't have much staff affected here in Turks and Caicos.
According to Seymour, the reason why the company was guarded about the process was because at the time, the current Caribbean structure was not finalized, and in larger countries that too will be more drastically affected, the layoff process is still ongoing. He said they considered it a sensitive issue and didn't want to start a panic among their employees. He said the area, however, that was affected varied.
Actually, it's a cross-section. I think we had about maybe 2 technicians. We had someone from sales department. It was a cross-section of departments. It was not one particular area. It all depended on how the structure of the company was in place. So it's not just one particular department.
In the company made up of 97% of locals, less than 7 employees were made redundant and some volunteered. And of course, they didn't leave empty-handed. Reports say that their redundancy packages were superb, and Seymour's response when questioned about it was, quote, "We did more than the law required." For WIV4 News, I'm Nikira John.